Most people believe that Jefferson cents are only worth 1 cent. Just pocket change. Nothing special. But that belief has already cost collectors thousands of dollars. Right now, at this very moment, there are valuable coins hiding in plain sight, passing from hand to hand, sitting in grocery store registers, dropped into gas station trays, resting inside jars, drawers, piggy banks, and coin rolls at the bank. No alarms, no flashing lights, no warning signs. And the most shocking part? These coins don't look rare. They don't shine differently. They don't scream treasure. They look completely normal. But if you know what to look for, just one tiny detail, one small difference most people ignore, that ordinary cent could turn to a 5-figure or even 6-figure payday. People have already spent them. People have already lost them. And some are still out there, waiting to be discovered. In today's video, I'm revealing 6-cent coins that serious collectors desperately hunt for, but very few people talk about publicly. Not in textbooks, not in college classes, not even most coin channels explain them clearly. These coins were born from minting mistakes, wartime metal changes, and overlooked details that quietly broke the rules of U.S. coin history. And once you see them, you will never look at a penny the same way again. Let's talk about why these coins exist. During certain years, especially wartime periods, the U.S. Mint had to change the metal composition of coins due to shortages. When that happens, mistakes can slip through. Planchets get mixed. Dies are misaligned. Dates are doubled. Letters appear slightly shifted. To the average person, it looks like damage. To a collector, it looks like opportunity. For example, a tiny doubling in the date, a small mint mark placed slightly off position, a coin struck on the wrong metal, or a subtle weight difference that most people would never think to check. These details are microscopic, but their value? Massive. Imagine finding a coin in your change that looks ordinary, worn, dull, nothing flashy. You almost toss it into a jar, but then you notice something unusual in the lettering. A slight shadow effect, a double number. That mistake could be worth thousands. Now here's the dangerous part. Some of these coins are so normal-looking that even experienced people overlook them. They feel normal. They weigh almost the same. They blend in perfectly with other cents. That's why coin number 5 on today's list is considered the most dangerous of all. It looks completely ordinary. It feels completely ordinary. But selling it without knowledge could cost you more money than you've ever held in your hands at one time. That's not exaggeration. That's reality in the world of coin collecting. Every year, rare error coins are discovered in circulation. Not in vaults, not in museums, in everyday pocket change. And here's what makes it even more exciting. Many of these coins were created by accident. The mint never intended them to exist. They slipped through quality control. They entered circulation quietly. And now, collectors compete fiercely to own them. So before you spend another cent, before you dump that jar of coins into a counting machine, before you roll them up and take them to the bank, take a closer look. Check the date carefully. Examine the mint mark. Look at the lettering. Pay attention to doubling, spacing, and unusual color. Even check the weight if you can, because treasure doesn't always sparkle. Sometimes it hides in the most ordinary places. The next time someone hands you change, don't just shove it into your pocket. That small copper coin could be history. It could be a minting accident. It could be the overlooked detail that changes everything. And once you learn what to look for, you'll never see a penny the same way again. Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal about these 6 hidden cent coins might completely change how you look at money forever. Before you spend another cent, watch this. Money bag. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of a coin that many people overlook, but few truly understand. The 1996 Jordan 10 piastres coin. Some online claims suggest this small coin could be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. But what's the real story? Is it truly a hidden treasure, or just an ordinary circulating coin? In this video, we'll explore its history, design, real market value, rare variations, and how you can identify whether yours is valuable or simply common pocket change. Scroll the history behind the coin. To understand this coin, we first need to understand Jordan's currency system. In 1949, Jordan officially introduced its national currency, the Jordanian dinar, replacing the Palestine pound. Alongside the dinar came smaller denominations, piastres and fils, used for everyday transactions. Over the decades, Jordanian coins have reflected the nation's heritage, leadership, and cultural identity. Arabic inscriptions, royal portraits, and symbolic designs have remained central features. Crown the 1996 10 piastres design. The 1996 10 piastres coin features the portrait of Hussein of Jordan, one of the most respected and influential monarchs in Jordan's modern history. King Hussein ruled for decades and played a major role in shaping Jordan's political stability and international presence. On the obverse front of the coin, you'll see his portrait along with Arabic inscriptions. On the reverse back, the denomination and the official name of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan are displayed. The design itself is clean, dignified, and consistent with Jordan's traditional coinage style. Money bag, is it really worth thousands? Now let's address the biggest question. Is the 1996 Jordan 10 piastres coin worth $122,000 or even millions? In most cases, no. The standard 1996 10 piastres coin is considered common. In circulated condition, its value is typically modest, often under a few dollars depending on condition and market demand. However, there are certain situations where value increases significantly. Magnifying glass tilted left, what makes a coin valuable? A coin's value depends on several key factors. Rarity, was it minted in limited numbers? Condition, is it uncirculated, extremely fine, or proof quality? Mint errors, double strikes, off-center strikes, or metal composition mistakes. Demand, are collectors actively searching for it? Historical significance, does it mark an important event? If a coin combines several of these factors, its value can rise dramatically. For example, a 1996 coin with a verified mint error in pristine condition could command much higher prices than a standard circulated piece. But without those special features, it remains a common coin. Balance scale, how to identify a genuine 1996 coin. If you believe you have one, here's what to check. Weight, approximately 6 grams. Diameter, around 26 millimeters. Clear Arabic inscriptions, even edges and proper alignment. If the coin feels unusually light or heavy, or the design appears distorted beyond normal wear, it could either be damaged, counterfeit, or an unusual strike, which would require professional evaluation. Trophy the truth about million-dollar claims. Online listings sometimes show extremely high asking prices, but asking price is not the same as sold price. Serious collectors rely on verified auction records, certified grading services, and trusted numismatic marketplaces. Before assuming your coin is worth a fortune, compare it with completed auction sales. Consider professional grading. Consult reputable coin dealers. Knowledge protects you from both unrealistic expectations and missed opportunities. Chart increasing so, is it a treasure? For most collectors, the 1996 Jordan 10 piastres coin is a meaningful historical piece, but not a life-changing jackpot. However, rare variations, exceptional conditions, or unique mint errors can always change the story. That's why coin collecting is exciting. Sometimes ordinary-looking coins hold extraordinary stories. Sometimes they hold value, and sometimes they simply hold history. The key is knowing the difference. So before you dismiss a coin as just pocket change, take a closer look. Examine the details. Understand its background. Because in the world of numismatics, information is far more valuable than assumption. And once you learn how to truly see coins, you'll never look at loose change the same way again. Money bag. Iceland 10 kroner, 1987. Midnight to 0, 30 strong hook. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it carries centuries of Icelandic history, mythology, and national pride. What you're looking at is the 1987 Iceland 10 kroner, a circulating coin that represents protection, strength, and the sea-based economy of Iceland. 030 to 130 obverse, guardian spirits. On the first side of the coin, we see the national coat of arms of Iceland. This design features the 4 traditional guardian spirits believed to protect the island. Griungur, the bull, symbolizing strength. Gammer, the eagle, representing vigilance. Dreki, the dragon, a sign of power. Bergrizi, the giant, symbolizing endurance. These figures are deeply rooted in Icelandic mythology and are said to guard the country from all 4 directions. 130 to 215 issuing details. Also visible on this side is the inscription Tu Kronur, which means 10 kroner. Below that is island, identifying the issuing country. And at the bottom, the year of mintage, 1987. This coin was part of a series produced mainly between 1987 and 1996, with some breaks in production due to demand. 215 to 3 o'clock reverse, fishing theme. Turning the coin over, we find a face value, 10 kr, displayed prominently. Below it are 4 fish swimming horizontally, a design that highlights Iceland's strong connection to fishing. Fishing has long been the backbone of Iceland's economy, and this imagery reflects how vital the sea is to the nation's survival and growth. À 3h30 composition et spécification. Now let's talk about the technical details of the coin. Metal, nickel-plated steel. Weight, approximately 7 grams. Diameter, 27.5 millimeters. Thickness, 1.7 millimeters. Edge, ridged. It's worth noting that earlier versions of this coin were struck in copper-nickel, though the design remained mostly the same. 3:30 to 4 o'clock value in conclusion. So, how much is this coin worth today? In circulated condition, a single example typically sells for around 25 cents to $1. In higher grades, some examples have been seen selling for $4 to even $5. As a general rule in coin collecting, the more a coin has circulated, the lower its potential value. Even though this coin is considered very common, it remains a fascinating piece of Icelandic history and a great example of how culture and economy are reflected through coinage.